Hi. Hello, everyone. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. I hope you're doing well. And it's time for a weekly track roundup, my thoughts, my feelings on a bunch of songs that have dropped over the past couple of weeks in this instance, because this past week was sort of a holiday week. Not a whole lot dropped over the course of that. And then the week before that, I didn't do a weekly track roundup. So this video is kind of bunching up all those together into one. Let's get into it. All the tracks I talk about are linked down below, along with our Turntable Lab link. We get kickback from it. Our Patreon page, if you want to support us and get some bonus monthly content in the process. And also, link to our sponsor, G Fuel. Promo code Needle Drop. For this holiday season, I believe you guys are getting an extra percentage point off that promo code as well, so check it out. Check it out. I'm digging the hydration formula myself. And yeah, hell yeah. Thank you, G Fuel. Thank you. And yeah, hit them up. It's good stuff. All right. Worst tracks of the week. We have none. No worst tracks this week. It's a good feeling couple of weeks. No worst tracks, honestly. No tracks that I wanted to go over in the worst section. Let's just move on to the meh tracks. Songs that I was not blown away by, but still very much worth a shout out. We have Willow Smith over here with this track that's been blown up on TikTok and all over the internet that she did with Travis Barker, Transparent Soul. And now we're getting like a Kid Cudi remix of that track. And while I'm not crazy about the song myself, it is cool to hear Cudi in the mix on this one. So, cool crossover. Cool crossover. All right, we have Nick Cave and Warren Ellis with a new soundtrack track, We Are Not Alone, which is a very stripped back and somber ballad. We have also a new one from Morray, Never Fail, Benny the Butcher on it. A little formulaic instrumentally, but the Benny verse is cold, and Morray's vocal performance all over the track is pretty impassioned and intense, liking that. We also have a new one from R.A.P. Ferreira. New record is out now. This one has a kind of a throwback soul and R&B. More of an 80s, I would say, R&B and soul flavor to it that I thought was quite nice. Not one of my favorite songs of his structurally anyway, but it's got a vibe. It's definitely a vibe. And if you're a R.A.P. Ferreira, a Milo fan, and you've been listening to his stuff for a while, everything he's doing here should be pretty familiar to you. We have a new one from Kavinsky, Cautious Clay on the song as well. Like usual with Kavinsky. We're throwing it back to the 80s. It's a synth wave vibe, which should definitely fall in line with a lot of the mainstream 80s stuff, seeing a resurgence right now. Give it a try. Give it a listen. The mix, in my opinion, is a little off, but it's not bad. We have a new one from 100 gecs. Me. Unfortunately, I was not as into this one as some of the gecs fans have been, but I am pretty excited still for a new album cycle from them. We did a full track review for this one over on the Fantano channel. Look that up. We have a new one from Bloc Party Traps. Good bass and drum grooves on this one, as to be expected. Wasn't really crazy about the hook, though, and that contact high line really could have been left on the cutting room floor, I think. All right, we have a new one from Alice Glass. Liked the vocal performance on this one. Baby Teeth is the title, but I thought the beat for Alice's, style was a little generic, frankly. It felt maybe a bit too like 2000s ordinary electro dance pop sort of thing. Exactly the kind of thing that she was sort of the antithesis to when Crystal Castles was popping off in the 2000s, frankly. I would hope to hear her on some more unique beats in the future. We have a new one from Alex Cameron, Sarah Joe. This one wasn't bad. I liked the tune. I liked the chaos and the storytelling of the song as well. I just thought instrumentally and vocally, Alex toned it down a little bit on this one. It didn't so much feel as bold or as out there as his stuff typically does in my mind. It didn't come off nearly as eccentric. Again, still, tune was okay. Roy's sax solo toward the end was quite nice, but was hoping for a bit more, I guess, pepper, spice on this one, and hopefully the next one. Best tracks of the week, the ones that really stopped me in my tracks. I have Quite a few, actually. It's been a sort of a fruitful couple of weeks, starting with this new FKA Twigs track with Central C, Measure of a Man. Beautiful cut, a bit of a trip-hop vibe to it, art pop vibe to it, very epic, heavily orchestrated. Almost reminds me of like a tune from a Bond film. Obviously, it's a soundtrack piece, and it's super, super cleanly and epically produced. But, I'm digging it. I'm liking it. We have a Sweeping Promises, this track out that I saw in my YouTube feed, I believe off of like the Sub Pop YouTube channel, liking kind of the throwback vibe of this band. It's got like a, new wave, post-punk kind of hybrid going on. It feels like some 80s obscurity with the way it was recorded as well, but the tune is really fun. Loving the energy the band is bringing to the table too. The song over here I want to point to is Pain Without a Touch. Silverbacks, Dublin band that's putting together some really cool post-punk as well. Rolodex City, loving the twangy stringing guitars on this one and the really hype vocal performance. The band is sounding tight. Definitely looking forward to more from Silverbacks. We have Rico Nasty and Flo Milli killing it on this brand new single. A throwback beat on this one as well. Loving the 80s energy and the great chorus. Fantastic chemistry between Rico and Milli. Just a banger all around. We have a new one from More Kismet. This one over here, Call of the Unicorn, is a strange left field glitchy dubstep EDM hybrid that's really colorful, a little abrasive, and kind of strange as well. Tasha Baxter on the track is not too bad too. I'm digging it. And we have a new one from Jockstrap as well. Hopefully a new album cycle from them really soon. 50/50 is the name of the cut. And man, does this track undergo a lot of interesting bits of evolution. But Jockstrap, I mean, every single time I hear new stuff from Jockstrap, they're just like reinventing their sound over and over and over. I just can't wait to hear like a full-length record from them and really hear them hammer down on something and, potentially come up with something mind-blowing, because everything they've been doing so far is so boundary-pushing. Moving on from there, we have a new one from Ibeyi. This track is killer, man. This is actually one of the best tracks I've heard this year. Made of Gold. Beautiful vocal harmonies, great rhythms, progression, and tune. It's really just, I think, everything that they've been doing on their past couple of records, but elevated. Fantastic single. Great feature on it, too. Just a good one all around. And Freddie Gibbs, of course, with a killer cut with Black Illuminati, Jadakiss on the song as well. It's a great one. The production kind of reminds me of something off of his Shadow of a Doubt record. Sort of a more of a spacey, atmospheric trap style, but Freddie and Jadakiss, kill it with two robust verses. So check it out. It's a great one. And new one from Earl, 2010. Did a review for this one over on the Needle Drop as well. This is a pretty good one from him. Really life-affirming cut. Sort of sees him with a new level of energy, and I think maybe more positive mindset as well. Digging the direction here. And, new one from freaking Big Thief, Time Escaping. Loving the, really, I guess, textured, noisy, and kind of chaotic junkyard rhythm section in the background of this track. I think it really kind of makes the song, that and the very unique lead vocals that Big Thief always brings to the table. Looking forward to hearing more from this new record of theirs, because every song so far has been intriguing, to say the least. And that has been the weekly track roundup, everyone. Hopefully you got some good recommendations out of this video. Shout out one more time to our sponsor over at G Fuel. Hit up that promo code NEEDLEDROP, with that link down below. Get that discount, and especially the holiday discount. And we'll see you in the next video. Anthony Fantano, weekly track roundup, forever.